to Fubo YouTube channel. I want to quickly give a brief answer to some of the questions that some of us have been asking out there about what is going on with Bitcoin. Recently, we have seen the price of Bitcoin, flip-flopping around the 40, 41, and 42K. And the question so many of us are asking is, what is happening to the price of Bitcoin? Are we in the bull market, or we have moved into the bear market? Well, I think I want you to just pay attention to this video. By the time we finish watching this video, we are going to be giving you a probable answer to the questions that some of you are asking out there, because I know that there are some persons that are quite frustrated with the price movement of Bitcoin for the past few months. And if you look at the 1 year, macro chart of Bitcoin, you understand that for the past 1 year, we have been inside, a particular horizontal range. Now, before we move into the main content of today, I just want you to subscribe to this channel, and then also like our videos so that you get our videos real time as we upload them. I want to start with a chart of Bitcoin on a monthly basis. Now, this is Bitcoin chart on the monthly basis. Bitcoin chart on a monthly basis. And what we want to look at here is the MACD. Now, before then, we can see the RSI is still above 50. Remember, I told us so long as the RSI is above 50, we are still bullish. We are still bullish. It is only when we are above 50, above 60, that is when we are very bullish. But right now, we are just above 50, and that tells us that Bitcoin in a monthly time frame is still bullish. All right, quickly, let's go to the MACD, where we really want to put our concern for today. Now, if you look at the MACD, what is happening here? You can see that this blue line is about crossing the orange line, and if that happens, that will be very disastrous for Bitcoin. In fact, if that happens, what we follow, let me show us what we follow. This red line, this red bar is going to close below this line. It's going to close below this line. This red bar is going to close below this line, and this line is the 21-day moving average on a monthly time basis. Is the 21-day moving average on a monthly time basis. Now, let's look at the MACD again. If you look at this in history, when this happened, look at what happened here. We stayed in a bear market for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 months before we attempted to come out. This was 2019. We came out 2019 around 1st of July 2019, and then we went back in briefly again around 1st of December 2019, and then we went in again around March 2020, came out of it around July 2020, and since then prices have been very bullish. Now it's attempting to cross again to take us into a probable month of Bitcoin bear market. Now, we don't really know if this is going to happen, because on the contrary, there are some on-chain indicators that have not failed in the history of Bitcoin. And first and foremost, I want to take us to this. Yes, I want to take us to this. This is the Bitcoin entity adjusted dominance flow. Now, what is Bitcoin entity adjusted dominance flow? A very interesting observation comes from the entity adjusted dominance flow. The indicator is found by using the current market capitalization. I repeat, the indicator is found by using the current market capitalization and the aforementioned dominance values. Now, let's look at it. Historically, values between 150,000 and 250,000 have been signs of bottom prior to January 12th. They had occurred only 4 times. All of them have marked significant bottoms. Right now, we are seeing that happening again. Right now. And if let me zoom out properly on this chart so that we can see it very well. Let me zoom out now. All right, okay. This is the Bitcoin entity adjusted dominance flow chart. Now, if you look at it, this was 2012. Bitcoin dipped down to around this dotted this particular channel. This channel we can see here, green channel. Bitcoin dipped into this channel, and when Bitcoin bounced off this channel, it was another phase of bull market entirely. The Bitcoin price went ballistic, and then we come back again to 2015 when Bitcoin dipped into this green channel. Look at what happened again. The Bitcoin price went off this channel, blowing through the roof. The prices of Bitcoin astronomically went vertical. Now it happened the third time, we saw the same thing. The fourth time, we saw the same thing. Right now, if you look at this red circle, that is what we are seeing again. We are seeing the same thing again. What we saw 2012, what we saw 2015, 2019, 2020, and we are seeing it again right now in 2022. So this does not suggest a bear market scenario at all. In fact, it has always been a best time for us to buy. It has been the best time for us to accumulate. Because if you think of it, why is it that just less than 2 weeks ago, Binance bought about 45,000 Bitcoin? Come to think of it again, why is it that the billionaire investor Bill Miller put about 50% of his net worth into Bitcoin? All these are signs of serious bullishness. And then again, strategy Michael Saylor, just keep accumulating more Bitcoin. Now the reason is simple. The entity adjusted dominance flow for Bitcoin has shown it to us that this territory has always been a buy territory. Whenever you accumulate Bitcoin in this territory, then you set yourself for very good profit. Okay, that is the on-chain data that we are seeing here in the entity adjusted dominance flow, showing us that right now is what accumulation. Right now is the best time to buy Bitcoin historically from 2012. All right, let's look at another on-chain data which is also very interesting. That is the CBBI historical chart, which is the Bitcoin Bull Run Index. Now this Bitcoin Bull Run Index, what it shows to us is when Bitcoin peak. It shows us when Bitcoin peak. That is when Bitcoin has gotten to the price level where it is about to retrace. Retracement of many months, and years. All right, if we look at this chart right now, what we see is, we see these tops here. This was 85%. The confidence here was 85%. We actually dipped, and then we ran back again before we now reach the CBBI confidence of 100%. It was at that point that Bitcoin had a retracement. It was at that point Bitcoin had a retracement from December 4, 2013, retraced until Bitcoin got to the bottom around April 19, 2015. April 19, 2015. Look at the confidence, the fear and greed index. The confidence was just 5, and then from there it started bouncing again until it got to the confidence of 100% again around December 16, 2017, before Bitcoin started a major retracement down again to these prices. And right now, let's come to where we are. Look at where we are right now. It's just the CBBI confidence is showing us 45. That is, we are very far from 100%. We are not even 50, 45. And that is to tell us that what is ahead is serious. All right. Let's look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart also, what the Bitcoin rainbow chart is showing to us. All right, now if you look at these colors, this is still sheep. This color means still sheep. Now come to this chart and look at where we are. If you come to this chart and look at where we are right now, where we are right now is what? Still sheep. That is where we are. We are in what? Still Bitcoin is still what? Is still sheep. That is where we are right now. So if you buy Bitcoin here, you are still buying Bitcoin at cheaper prices, because where Bitcoin usually peak, is around this red, color in this rainbow chart, and if you look at, the peak here around this color, if we are to peak, in the middle of 2022, the prices of Bitcoin should be about around $228,000. But right now we don't know when we are to peak. We don't know where we are to peak. If we are going to peak at the middle of the month, of the year, or at the end of the year. So look at what we are seeing here. Look at the previous peak. It was at this point, this red color point in this rainbow chart. Look at the, in fact, there was a blow off top above this particular, red color in this rainbow chart. So I just wanted to show us all of this on-chain data so that we will know our position, where we are standing. We don't have any reason to be afraid. We don't have any reason to shake. We don't have any reason to get worried or to be bothered, because the prices of Bitcoin right now are still what? Cheap. We have seen it on this on-chain data that Bitcoin right now is still very cheap, and it is the best time, according to the on-chain data that we have seen, it is the best time to accumulate Bitcoin. We are not giving financial advice though, but we are just sharing educational content based on historical facts on the price movement of Bitcoin. That is what we are just basing our ideas on right now. And remember, whatever Bitcoin does affect the rest of the market. If Bitcoin move up, the rest will go up. If Bitcoin come down, the rest will come down. Bitcoin actually decides the pace in this market. All right, that is what I have to share with us today, and I hope this has really helped in pointing out to us what we are expecting next in the market. I want to appreciate us and thank you very much. Before you go, remember to like this video and also subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you for your time. Hope to see you in another video. Bye for now.